Hello internet friends, Napyet here again, and welcome to this third video in my short series on the first mission in XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. We've been looking at the mission from the perspective of the various hero classes that you're assigned, and in this one we're going to look at the Templar, who is possibly the most flashy, the most aggressive, so getting in close. As I said before, if you haven't watched the first video in this series, I cover a lot of the basics in that, expand in the second, and in this one I'll kind of be moving a little bit faster probably. So the Templar, basically a melee character who runs in and does this rend attack. It can stun and disorientate the target, it cannot miss, it triggers momentum, generates focus. Momentum is very useful in that it allows you to move after you've taken those risky melee attacks, and focus is something different. It's like your power bar. Once we've got focus, we can use this vault attack, which can be very helpful. It depletes focus when we use it, but that's a guaranteed hit and does some damage from a distance. Once you've got a couple of bars of focus, it then becomes a choice. You can either expend that, the only skill we've got right now is vault, or you can keep it because it does give you some extra dodge and evade abilities. So fully charged up Templar is a little bit harder to hit for the enemy, so it's a trade-off. If you use vault, you're sacrificing some evasion. First thing to do, let's have a look, see what's a pretty open bit in the middle here with two buildings on the side, more buildings down here. Kind of want the fight to happen down here, but whether we can bring them towards us. The map doesn't go very far in this direction, so really kind of want to stay up on these two buildings if possible. I think this is going to be tricky. It's this open ground that is the worry. Go all the way up here. See if we can see anything.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with.
The good thing about the Templar's rend attack as well, the Sectoid has a hell of a lot of health for an early mission with low-level troopers, and they're vulnerable to melee. So if we can get the Templar in to do some damage on the Sectoid, it's very helpful. We're almost guaranteed if we run forward here, we're going to trigger something else. So even though we've got a Templar who's good at melee, for this early fight, we probably want to be taking these guys out at range, unless they get very close. What we could do is bait them towards us and try and take them out inside this building to cut down on sightlines. They're definitely going to use this heavy cover if we engage them here. We only get that one initial. I mean, do we just trust to Overwatch here? If we could hit them with a grenade. They're just out of range. Let's just do an round of Overwatch and see where they end up. Okay, we can see the other pack. Opportunity potentially. We could make the fight happen here. And we probably have to do it now because they're not going to be there for long. Seems silly using the Templar to throw a grenade, but if we run forward there, we'll just trigger that second pack, and that's death on Gatecrasher. You don't want to fight more than one pack at once. So don't forget, the Templar can do bog standard things. She can fire with her pistol, she can throw a grenade. They could come down here and flank if none of these guys take them out. It's a risk. But I feel it's one we've got to take. Let's go. Oh, that's disappointing. We want to kill at least one, really. Now everyone's got to hit their Overwatch shots. That's good. One left. Oh, well, we got lucky there. Everyone hit. Now what I would like to do is sneak along the edge here Rather than trigger the officer, try and get eyes on the sectoid. Is it going to be one of those missions where they're hiding in the background?
Moving to position.
The back of the map. Just trying to put some distance between us and where we know the officer is. If we can decide to make the fight happen over here with the sectoid,
Agreed.
that would be better. Get these guys behind heavy cover. Leave her up on the roof for a potential decent shot in Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
And just hope they wander into us.
Their crowing shows their arrogance.
So they're mucking about in that building at the back. Good to know. And hopefully moving towards us. Kind of want to go there to heavy cover, and then that would allow that person to go into heavy cover. They're going to come out of that door next turn.
Rolling.
And then bring her. She's useless over there now. Got to move forward.
On target.
And then just hope we get some Overwatch here.
Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now. I'll maintain my watch.
Walk outside. Just take a stroll in the park. Ah, be one of those missions, is it? Need to do something.
Roger that.
Although they bear some
Not ideal.
to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion,
They're being weird.
their genetic structure now includes
I think we're going to be
DNA.
out of range
They
here.
are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
If I leave her there to hunker down, there's a chance they're not going to run forward, so I think I need to take the risk and move her back into half cover. Hope she survives. Run these two back into heavy cover. She's the real risk there.
Confirmed.
You go back there.
I'm all over it.
Triggered some civilians, which always slows the...
Confirmed.
It's a pause when it switches to the next move, which always scares me. I don't think there's much point hunkering down, because the mind control is what I'm really worried about. I don't think I can risk it. I gotta move her back, because if she gets mind controlled, that's those guys dead. They can't get out of range of her rend. So hope that the sectoid comes far enough forward to focus these guys, and then maybe that's far enough back for her to be less of a priority for it.
To victory.
Very risky. Shoot.
Not good.
Who are you guys?
Who are you guys? I can't remember that voice line.
Think they got me.
I kind of knew that was going to happen.
I'll just go do that.
Kind of knew. Still not in range with the Templar. Well, I got to go grenade mad here. The question, it's just a question of who we focus. I think it's got to be the trooper. Can't afford to get hit again. We could potentially just take him out. We're not gonna kill the sectoid this turn. So let's try and kill the trooper. Let's move you forward. Take some shots.
Moving on target location.
Could she hit him? I don't want to use another grenade. I can't. Can't afford it. Ugh.
Come on, focus.
Okay, that's bad. I thought she would be able to go there and
Stepping off.
take a shot. We're all in heavy cover. I can't move the Templar forward in case. I've just got to trust to luck here. And I guess it's just an example of how, even though it's her best move, she could trigger the second pack, the officer's pack. She could tempt the Sectoid into doing something. I don't think it can try and mind control twice in a row. Its mind control is probably on cooldown, but still, you got to know when to run the Templar forward and when to hold her back. Yeah, it can all go from bad to worse very quickly. We might lose a guy here. Oh, he's burning. He's got bad aim. Okay, so he's dead next turn. The burning will take effect, so we don't have to worry about him. We just need to switch focus to the Sectoid now. So that's the melee damage from the Templar. So we know we can do that much damage. It's guaranteed, but in order for it to generate focus, we need to kill. So I'm going to see. I'm just worried about moving too far forward. We might just risk this here. This is very risky, and I would not guarantee this. I would not advise doing this.
Okay.
Standing a guy out in the open like this. There we go. It's it's the zombie. But we know those guys are standing over there, right? So we can just come here, make sure we hit this. We've got a grenade, so if this misses, I know I'm being risky, but if this misses, we can hit it with a grenade. We know we're going to kill it with the Templar afterwards, and the other guy's going to burn to death. So the risk there was just whether we trigger the officer, and if we had, we just run back into heavy cover. It would be a bad situation, but this gives us an opportunity to finish it here. Yeah, so we've got it. Make sure we get the kill with the Templar. We can do it through cover. Not a problem.
The spirits await their turn at vengeance. The object is safely in tow.
And I wanted to give an opportunity to show this. That's momentum. So she gets the kill, and then she gets an additional move, so she can run out of danger. So, which is nice. It's nice. And since we're not moving forward this turn, we can potentially get some XP here. We can make this shot.
Target eliminated.
Good. Right, you get back into cover.
Location confirmed.
There is a danger when you run a guy into. We shouldn't be able to see those unless they've spotted my guy. There we go. And if they see someone who's revealed, I think sometimes there's an opportunity they can take a snapshot. They haven't done it this time, but that's another danger with running someone forward into the open like that. It's not a good idea. But sometimes it works. Risk versus reward, right? I think this is the only pack left, so I'm gonna make sure I get into range. Templar can get into some kind of cover there.
That seems reasonable.
Let's go for it. Can use this heavy cover to work our way back in this direction. Maybe even get some Overwatch here with her, because they can't see her at the minute. And maybe with this character as well. If we were to go there, she can see stuff there, but maybe not there. Should have reloaded. Never mind. I think I might move to here and try and bait them. Let's try and bait them
Position confirmed.
to here.
In position.
Bunker down.
Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch.
Good. Any kind of a hit on level ground with a rookie I'm happy with. Oh, that's not good. She's marked. Okay, so... Ooh, that's a problem with... The guy that I'm worried about now is that one. Because he's overwatching, which means I can't run forward. I could potentially try and kill the officer. 2 to 5 damage with Volt. We only have 1 bar of focus, so yeah. I think the chances are it's going to be low damage. Whenever I use Volt, it's not very highly damaging. So this is a style thing, I guess. I tend to want to conserve focus. Other people might use Volt more liberally and trust it more than I do. And using Volt to kill the officer doesn't help us remove the Overwatch. The Overwatch is the thing that is really of a concern because it's pinning me in position here. So I'm really thinking, should I run the Overwatch with the Templar? She, like I say, she's charged up with 1 focus, which gives us some mobility, extra mobility and plus 10 dodge. If she is running full pelt, which she will be, you get an extra dodge for making a gold move. I believe that will increase your dodge even further. And then if we remove the Overwatch from this guy, we can bring these people forward, can potentially get to here and throw grenade and stuff. I think we have to run the Overwatch here. Either that or we run it with someone less valuable, but I think we gotta do the hero thing. The Templar is the hero. This is the opportunity we have to show it. She has the dodge. She's marked, so she's easier to hit. That's the only problem. Where are we going to go with afterwards? That's the question, because he's going to be able to... I think I'm going to try and kill him instead. I know that's weird, but then she will have triggered that Overwatch, so that'll be out of the way. We can move all these guys forward, throw grenades at him. Who's got a grenade? You could get him with a grenade. You could get him with a grenade. So we get rid of the officer. That leaves 1 trooper left. I think that's what we have to do here. We can't trust a Volt. Gotta go.
I strike for my people.
So our hero is damaged on the first mission. That's never good. But I feel like we had to do it. She's focused up. Hopefully we can get around the side here. We can. We'll move her in a moment. So at least we can get rid of the officer now. Potential flanks going on here, but we could Overwatch to discourage them. Ooh, only just. And it's probably not going to remove the heavy cover, it looks like. Okay, well that's made my decision for me. I've got to risk this move now.
Moving on target location.
And get rid of... Guarantee we get rid of the officer.
Bombs away.
And then if we just move this guy up and try and discourage him from moving. There's no point moving out of heavy cover, I think. Just reload an Overwatch.
Let's do this.
And then get you behind. Get you to there.
Yes, Commander.
We can kill him next turn. It's just whether or not we get through with that without anyone dying. Oh, he's got a shot. He's got a shot. He's going to take it at that guy with 1 health.
They're all over me.
Jeez, that was close. Got a free move there. Let's do the plant. That's good. We blew up the statue on the final one of these tutorial missions. So we got through, but our Templar is now going to be out of the first month. which
Detonating charges.
is not good. It means we're going to be taking rookies instead, leveling those guys up. But if you have your hero through the first month and you're consistent, they don't get damaged and you're consistently killing things, then you can really level them up fast. So this would be a difficult first month, a difficult start to the campaign, but I feel like that was a risk worth taking. She probably wasn't going to die, and that was proved correct. So we got through. There is no, if nothing else, I hope these videos have been a demonstration of the fact that no matter how well you play, the game is designed in such a way that, particularly on the higher difficulties, that there's no way to really guarantee a win. You're going to have to take risks. You're going to take damage. It's about mitigating the damage, but those flawless victories are very hard to come by. And if you get one, great, but don't expect one. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I have other XCOM videos on the channel. I even have a full playthrough of the game, which is unlisted because they're just absurdly long videos that only really appeal to a very niche audience. But the playlist is there. If you go to my playlists, you can watch a complete playthrough of Legendary Iron Man that I did a while ago now. But it's there for you to watch, and there are other tutorials and so on if you're interested in XCOM. I've done a video of other tactics games like Tactics Ogre, which I enjoyed recently. So I hope you watch some of the videos, and I hope these ones have been illuminating and useful to you. Good luck with your campaign. Let me know how it goes. I've been Nat Yet, and thanks for watching.